Hey y'all, welcome to the show. Good to see you in the house, Patrick. I'm sure Goog's there too, just guessing. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. It's October 1st, 2025, and you are watching the OraCola. I want to be here for a little bit, reading the oracles, spinning the wheel of fortunes. I don't know what I just did on my computer, but yeah, I did a funny thing. Uh, yeah, and then I'll get tired of it eventually, and then we'll do it again next week. This is how it goes. So, welcome to the show. A lot going on as always in the world. It's always a shit show out there. So, I hope you're staying calm in the storm, not buying into all the crap, vibrating higher, doing all the things you know you got to do to make it work. Don't get like sucked into the drama. It's fun to like watch it from the top while it's down there. It's like when you're at a like party, a house party, and there's like two stories, and there's like a balcony area where you can look down on the living room or the patio or wherever people's gathered acting a fool. You can be up top watching all them sipping your drink and talking shit with your friend about what's going on down there. That's what I want y'all to do. Be on the second floor, y'all. Be on a higher floor. Oh my goodness, we got Patrick. Oh, fuck you, made it. Hey, good to see you. Hope it's going okay up where you are. Because it's going like normal here, which is shitty. So shitty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, is Cook in the bathroom right now, shitting his brains out? I hope not. If you got that bubble guts or that rumbly tumbly, then take you some medicine right now. Drink that pink chalk stuff. It helps. Oh, anyway, well, for me to answer the question, or for the universe to answer the question, we should do the ritual just to like get it out the way before I forget about it. This is the Wheel of Fortunes. If you're watching in the future, I will spin this wheel and select the oracle thusly. The universe will give us the answer, and then I will interpret it. So, to do the ritual, I like to burn the sacred wood. I'm gonna get my wood and set it on fire, like I want to set a lot of things on fire. Metaphorically, I don't actually want to burn things. Although, the other day my smoke detector went off randomly in the middle of the night. Just like one cycle, beep, beep, beep. And it was scary because it did it twice, about 15 minutes apart. Both times I had to haul my ass out with the dog in my nightgown, looking around for the smoke. Paulo, shut up. He's barking at something. Hey, come here. Bubba. He don't listen to me. He's just going to keep barking. What are you barking at? There ain't nothing going on. I'm in the middle of the ritual. Please, give me a minute. Chase that fly. There's a sky raising. Go find it. Okay. Anyway, back to the ritual. I'm going to ring that bell. Ring that bell. Just to let the universe know we're here. Say, hey, if you'd like to come sit with me and answer my questions, I'm ready to receive. And then we got, what's next? Oh, yeah, our Prospera spray. And I did get me to the Chinese grocery to get me a lotto ticket. Hopefully I'll win again. I won $1 last time I scratched one off. Hey! Anyway, here's our Prospera spray. This is just for prosperity. Just manifesting the good stuff. I'm so prosperous now I got medical insurance. Of course, I got to pay an arm and a leg for it. But you know what? I got it, which means I can go sit in an office with a doctor for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and they can tell me what I kind of already figured out on the internet, and then I get to pay them $50. Ain't that a racket? How many times a day does that doctor do that? Raking in the cash. Because aside from my 50, their insurance company is supposedly kicking in some more. But even at the rate of like $50 for every, say, 10 minutes, say sometimes you got to go 15. So you can see 4 people in an hour, Over the course of a day, that's a lot of fucking money. Anyway, and then finally we got our Florida water. Is he barking at a home invader? No, he's just barking. Probably somebody walking their dog through my corridor. You know, he's sensitive. He can hear their clickety clickety heels, their nails or whatever. And he smells the dog swagger, and he's just like, I gotta bark at it and let it know this is my house. He is a good guard dog, because everybody I've ever talked to who's tried to come in here without me has had to retreat. He will not let them inside. I don't know if it's just because he's intimidating. I don't think he's that brave. I think if push came to shove, he'd probably run before he did anything really like courageous. I mean, he does bite, but he's just going to be like, ah, and then run away. He's not going to like go for the throat. He ain't going to be one of them, you know, police canines that bust through the window and just like, you know, gore somebody in their neck. But his claws can do some damage. They're pretty good. They're pretty long. It's my fault because I can't ever clip him. He won't let me. Okay, here we go. Back to the questions. Oh, y'all, don't move to Texas, fuck you. It's too fucking hot for you. You've acclimated up there in the north. You would hate it. I can tell you right now, every single person I know from up north who's come down here, except for 2 or 3, has had to beat a retreat because they just can't handle the summer. Now, I know you're a tough person just based on just your conversation over the years. You know, you might be able to stick it out for a little while, but if the heat don't get you, the fucking pollen will. One time or another, summer or winter, it's going to come after you. And you don't know suffering until you have allergies and you just can't breathe and your nose is running constantly and it's just like you're always just feeling disgusting because you just got snot coming out of your nose constantly and your eyes is all red, you want to claw them out, and you just like, you're miserable and you can't breathe. So you got them 2 things facing you for sure, plus the traffic, high cost of living. I ain't trying to discourage you necessarily. I'm just saying, appreciate what you got first before you think about coming to a hellhole of a climate like Texas. Because you can say Texas is as pretty as you want, and there's definitely some beautiful places. There's definitely some shit places. But let me tell you, there's nothing pretty about the climate. It sucks. The only time it's okay is in the winter, and that ain't long enough. Not down here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway, back to the point of the show. Goog, did that Chinese food get tainted? I sure hope not, because I ate me some sushi from the HEB today. I don't want there to be taint. Spin again, okay. Oh, a man minion. Oh, this is a new oracle. Okay, this should be interesting. I don't know which one of these titans of industry and culture is going to inform your opinion of that Chinese food, but let's see who pops up. Is that wood a sativa or an indica? It's neither. It's a, what's it called? Shit. Palo Santo. It's supposedly sacred, and we've over-harvested it as white people for a gimmick. I blame TikTok and the internet and Instagram. You know, it was in white lady witch shops for a long time, and then suddenly it was like, oh, you shouldn't have that because it's like exploiting the natives. I've had this wood for a long time. I choose to believe it was harvested responsibly like the white lady witch told me. That's what I choose to believe. You're a roofer. You love to bake in the heat. Ooh, I don't know how you can. I don't know what kind of roofing you do. There's some kind of thing they do here where they put tar on the roof, and anytime they got that cauldron of bubbling tar, and I smell it, it literally triggers the gag reflex in me. It's everything I can do not to hork up whatever I just ate. It's disgusting to me. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how them people do that in the heat because they're always tarring in the heat. They ain't doing it in the winter. Whew. Okay, back to what I was doing. Texas is pretty, it can be pretty miserable. Don't you lie, Patrick. Don't you lie. If we didn't have no air conditioning, think about it. Think about it. And I grew up in a house that often did not have air conditioning, or if it did, it was just like a little window unit. You know, it only cooled one room. We all have to sleep on the floor in that one room when it was hot, and even then it was fucking miserable. And don't you think you can open the windows, mosquitoes carry you off. And I'm sure you got mosquitoes where you are, but we also got them flying fucking roaches. No, thank you. Windows is staying closed in the summer and probably through most of the winter. You've worked outside in Australia. Well, you know, some Australia stays cool too. It's pretty far south. Oh, I see that joke you made. Fuck you. I won't repeat it. It could be a little sensitive for some people. My dog used to bark at his own farts. You know what? Apollo's always scared of his. If he's sitting down and he lets out a toot, and you know, you can always hear it before you smell it, he will just like jump up like somebody goosed him in the butt and walk in the other room. But he don't bark at it. Okay. Here we go. Chinese food. HEB. Walt Disney. So yeah, whatever magical world of Chinese food HEB whipped up, it's going to be a ride. It's going to be possibly the best time you ever had in your life or the worst time. It really just depends on how much you believe in make-believe and magic. And yeah, it's pretty miserable up in Florida where this Walt Disney World is. The one in LA, I guess, might be nicer because I think the weather is better there. I've only been there one time. But yeah, the one in Florida, just as fucking miserable. That's why they got misters everywhere. Plus, you know, they got to pipe in the smells and the, you know, the low level of chemicals that, you know, entrances you. It's all an op. Don't believe the op. Just power through. You didn't get sick from HEB. It was something else. It was probably some dirty stranger who was sick and went out in public and touched a stair rail, and you touched it and accidentally touched your face. That's what's making you sick. It's not the HEB food. No, believe in the fantasy. HEB is a Texas icon. You can say no ill against HEB. Even if they did poison you, you should thank them for making sure that you understood how lucky you was when you wasn't feeling poisoned. Because there's nothing like a food poisoning to make you appreciate when you ain't food poisoned. You know, there's always the time in life when you're at your bottom. But if you're like, I don't got the food poisoning or the stomach flu or the whatever, at least I don't got that. That's something to hang on to, let me tell you. Let me tell ya. All right. So Patrick has a question now. Is the moon hollow? Wouldn't that be fun if it was? What's going on in there? I mean, for all I know, the moon is hollow because for all I know, the earth is hollow. Nobody has proven to me that the earth ain't hollow. Supposedly, it's pretty big if you're not a flat earther, and it's got like a lot of space between the sides of the basketball, if you will, or the crystal ball or whatever. So yeah, there's like, it's like there's a bonbon in the middle. You know, sometimes they don't fill it all the way up to the top. So there's like that part of the cream that sinks down. And then there's that little bubble of air between the creamy stuff and then the chocolate shell that's on the outside of the Whitman sampler. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe that's how Earth is. We don't know. Nobody's proven to me that it's totally solid. I don't believe the Reese's unless I see the peanut butter. This is my theory. Oh, how do you get, no, see, if you get food poisoning 3 times in 1 week, you're either stupid because you're eating the same shit, or you actually had the stomach flu or some other kind of thing, norovirus, and you just never quite recovered Like you thought you was better, but then you might have like, overdid it or ate something or drank something you probably should have waited on. You got to give yourself time to recover from that shit. You got to eat like white rice and bananas and drink Pedialyte or whatever. This is what you got to do. You can't just dive into the curry. It's going to have bad consequences. You were in Burma. Oh, you got that special sickness. It's called different things in different parts of the world, but yeah. You can't trust none of the water, and you can't eat none of the fruits or vegetables. Basically, you can only eat charred meat, and even then you got to cross your fingers. And I wouldn't trust the rice there. I said you got to eat it here, but you got to eat it fresh. Rice is one of the things that can actually harbor a whole lot of bacteria. And if they just keep reusing the same rice, because they're all immune to that shit, man, stay away from the rice there. Unless you cook it yourself. And you don't use their water. You use Perrier or something. Oh, okay. Is the moon hollow? OraCola's choice. What do I think? What do y'all think? Should we do a digital diviner? This seems appropriate. It's a very cut and dried question. Digital diviner, is the moon hollow? Possibly. Dickwood don't want to weigh in. Well, I weighed in. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You can just make up your own mind about this, and probably you will never know the truth. So your belief, your fantasy will be just as real. So go with that. It really makes very little difference, ultimately. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it is 9:18. I said I will be here for a little while. I don't know how long. I do have to get up at the ass crack of dawn and go to my fast food job, which is how I had the insurance where I get to pay the doctor $50 for them to spend 5 minutes with me and say, yeah, you're doing all right. Keep doing what you're doing, and let me know if it gets worse. This is how it works, y'all, with medicine. Unless you're dying of something immediate and it's causing you direct physical, like you're bleeding out, or there's a broken bone or there's some horrible thing going on, you probably should just figure it out on your own. It's going to save you some time. It's going to save you some money. I know it's good to have peace of mind, but you know what? The doctor don't even fucking know about your situation ever when you visit with them, because they have 500 other patients, because you know what I said about the economy of scale. You got to pump them in and out for that $50 copay or whatever. Yeah. So they don't have time to really invest in your case. They don't really listen to you so much. When you tell them your symptoms, they're like, oh, okay, they should be this. And they move your joint and they'll poke on you a little bit. And they'll be like, okay. And then they'll make a few notes on their paper. But then when you come back to see them 6 weeks later, they don't have any ideas about what it could be. They're like, what, is it better? Are you taking this medicine? And they're like, well, you prescribed me actually a different medicine. And they're like, oh yeah, I prescribed that. Excellent. They don't even fucking know what you're taking. It's right there on the chart, what they prescribed. They don't even remember. It's just all a dog and pony show. And ultimately, I went because I was like, is this something serious? Is this something I should be concerned about? And I'm still a little worried about it, but ultimately, I'm more worried about being led astray by the medical industrial complex when it's probably something I could figure out on my own with a little effort, a little time, a little diligence. And if it don't work out, you know what? I can go back to see that doctor for another 10 minutes, another $50, and I can schedule an MRI, which will cost me a whole lot more. That's the next step, y'all. That's the next step. I'm going to try to be conservative and just play it by ear, do the right things, pray, and believe in myself to heal myself. This is what I'm going to do for the time being, because you know what? I don't need to do that. It takes me a good 25 minutes to ride my bicycle down to where that fucking office is. And then it's next to the fancy Central Market. So I got to go in there. You know how much money I spent in there just on some like piddling shit? Like $25. And that's because, it's there. You got to check it out. Anyway, long tangent. Moon is possibly hollow. There you go. Then we got Jewel. Hey, Jewel, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Patrick, will my in-laws' bulldog ever like me? Oh, no. It sucks when the dog don't like you. Especially if you're a dog person. This is the thing. If you're a dog person and you come across an unfriendly dog, don't take it personally. Some dogs is just mentally disturbed, or perhaps just a little bit less cultured than other dogs, less friendly. And it's not because of anything you did, because it don't know you. Really, it don't know you like that. All it knows is that it's scared of certain things, and you're a scary person. You are a thing that it don't want to be around, and it's going to be aggressive to you no matter what you do. Because for whatever reason, you set off its trigger. You triggered that dog in some way just by looking at it. It probably just smelled you coming and was like, oh, I'm going to eat that person up. Don't be offended by this, okay? Do not. Just ignore the fucking dog. This is how you get a dog to like you. This is the trick. Ignore that motherfucker. Ignore the shit out of it. Do not let it near you. Do not acknowledge it. Just fucking ignore it. Eventually, that dog is going to want to win you over because it's a dog. That's what dogs do. That's what dogs do. If you come around enough, you ignore it enough, eventually, it will probably try to get a little bit closer. And maybe the next time, a little bit closer. And you just keep ignoring the shit out of that dog. Don't touch it, don't pet it, don't acknowledge it, don't do nothing with it. Even if it's barking its head off at you, just be like, please, please. Hopefully the owner is dragging it away. And at this point, the dog is always going to be put away when you come over if it don't warm up to you fast enough. So guess what? You win either way. You win either way. I wouldn't get hung up on it. But anyway, here's the OraCola's choice on this one. Now that I've given you my advice, I will do a tarot for you. And let's see if the cards got any guidance for your journey with this little pup. Because you don't want to be bitten. Well, you know what? If you're that worried about it, you should tell him to put it away before you come over. You've already decided you don't want to be friends with this dog. If you're worried about that shit, you've already given up. If you want the dog to like you, you can't be afraid of it biting you. This is the trick. Dogs always know. Look, I went over to a friend's house the other day. This little ass dog has bitten me more than once just because it's like real protective when you first come in. Eventually it'll warm up to you. But like if you come in too suddenly and you don't like get the situation organized and you let your guard down, literally let your guard down within the first 3 or 4 minutes of being in the house while it's still barking and agitated, it will come up and bite your ass. It has nipped me 2 or 3 times. And you know what I do? I don't punish the dog. I don't get mad. I'm be like, you asshole, you just fucking nipped me. And then I go clean the wound, and then I come back, and I just come back and sit there until it calms down. And eventually that motherfucker will come crawl in my lap. Every fucking time. And so it ain't the dog. It's just some kind of thing that triggers them. And you just get involved in it and, whatever. It's just part of life. Sometimes you get nipped by the fucking dog. But if you don't want to get nipped, you just tell them to put it away. Put it away, put it away, put it away now. Okay. Oh, he bit you twice already. Well, then you just tell him to put it away. If the treats don't work and it's already mean, just tell the dog to go sit in the fucking bedroom for another hour or 2 while you're in the house. Or you know what? Tell him to get some baby gates. That might be a good Christmas present. Ding, ding, ding. Just say, look, I'm sorry this dog situation ain't working out between me and y'all's dog. I would love to come visit with y'all, but I don't want to get bit again. So please, if I come and you still want to have the dog be part of the family, be able to see what we're up to, and also me to be safe, put up this fucking gate, bitch. Or I wouldn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for the question. Oh, okay. Oh, this one is calling me. Which one is this? Yeah, you got to rethink this whole situation. There is no way forward with the path that you guys have forged together. So here's you got to restart that whole relationship with the dog, and it might start with some baby gates. The gates of Hades, you can even decorate them up like there's hell on the other side. It'll just be whimsical. But yeah, if the dog ain't going to work out, find out a way to coexist with the dog. Make it fun. But yeah, it's going to have to be a whole new beginning, a whole new strategy, a whole new way of doing business. Because the old way is dead. Okay, 9:27, y'all. Anybody else got a question? I can always read for the collective, of course. I don't have any particular set time that I'm planning to be here. I'm just going to be here as long as it feels okay. It has been a crazy time. While I was getting ready, I was listening to one of the many clips from different podcasts and informative shows on YouTube about the whole. Fly just come in front of me? Oh my God, you get that sky raisin. Oh, he's pouting now because I yelled at him. Anyway, yeah. So I was listening to one of them people, and they was talking about the whole Charlie Kirk investigation and how it's falling apart by the day and how it's just not working out the way it's supposed to, and how the FBI, which should actually stand for fucking bullshit incoming. Like should be their new motto. Fucking bullshit incoming. Because that's all they do is bullshit. It's like they're running interference for the man. This is the man's cleanup crew. That's the FBI. Don't believe that X-Files like propaganda from the 90s, which now I think is propaganda in a lot of different ways. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, it was propaganda. And it indoctrinated people into a certain way of thinking about the FBI. They had like a crisis with all these other assassinations that, the CIA was a part of, and they had to like cover up. And so they still ain't figured it out. This is what government does. It does everything mediocre or poor. It never does anything really well. Even the CIA and the FBI and all them letter agencies, they're fucking up all the time. They just don't always make it to the news. So you don't always hear about it. But yeah, you cannot run clandestine covert ops with a committee. Like, it's going to fall apart. I've had coworkers before. I know how this shit shakes out. There's weak members of the team, y'all. So yeah, I don't think we should expect any answers in this case. There will always be questions. There will never be any satisfying answer. Just like there's never any satisfying answer to anything that ever happens. Ever. Ever. This is probably one of the biggest disappointments in life. Now that I think about it, there's never any fucking definitive answer. There's always some questions. Even shit that happens in your life, in your family, in your, personal dealings with folks. There's never a definitive black and white yes or no answer. It's always nuanced. Another question. Fuck you, did anyone see me the other day when I did that thing? Oh, well, now I'm curious to know what that thing was. It could be so salacious. Oh, a man minion. Another one. These are fun. I enjoy these. Hold on. I need to dab my 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 upper lip. Sweating in here. I should have turned the AC on, but it's too late now. Let's see. Let's see what minion comes up. Not everyone. You got to unload the Jeep. Well, have a good unload. I hope no dogs bite you in the night. Y'all take care. All right. Fuck you. Looks like it's just me and you for the home run here. I'm going to read your card, and then I'm going to probably scratch off my ticket and call it a night. So thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. It's always fun to hang out with y'all. Let's see about doing that thing. Seeing that thing. Oh, Naomi Klein. I don't know who this is. Okay, I'm going to have, the name is familiar, but I'm going to have to read it. Hold up. There's a booklet, thank God. There's always a cheat sheet. Oh, there's two Kleins. There's Calvin Klein above, and then Naomi Klein, public intellectual and best-selling author, big corporations, big politician. She does a lot of she came up with the term like shock doctrine and disaster capitalism. She's got a bunch of grassroots people. Oh, she got invited to the Vatican. Well, whatever. One of the man's minions propagating some kind of thing. So, I don't know. Did you think you got seen? Here's what Naomi Klein would do. Even if Naomi Klein was caught in a big-ass lie and, links to certain intelligence agencies were proven and certain things about the career were proven to be fabricated, even if all that shit went down, Naomi Klein would most likely proceed as if nobody had said a thing, as if it had never happened. It was all a rumor. It's all don't even address it. So whatever it was, even if everybody saw you, just never acknowledge it, ever. That's the way forward. She's Canadian. Oh wow. Well, see, there you go. Universe knows. All right, well, I'm going to scratch off my lotto ticket. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this October 1st, where the U.S. government has decided to shut down again. They keep doing this. They keep crying wolf. Everything goes back to normal after, a few things, basically it affects the recreation. The essential things keep happening. The essential services still happen. It's just like pissing off and laying off a lot of the superfluous folks who, for whatever reason, their job is not deemed essential. It's just extra. So essentially when the government shuts down, all the extra stuff goes away. But it ain't like they've been giving us a whole lot of extra lately. Oh, I need to find me a thing to scratch on. So yeah, ooh. So you know what? It's probably not going to even be a thing. I don't actually know why they keep pulling this scam, but whatever. We keep going with it. And it don't matter who's in charge. They both do it. They all do it. Everybody runs this government shutdown threat and scam every 6 months, or, occasionally they'll go through it for a few weeks, and then, the news has a bunch of boo-hoo. It affects this poor person, and I'm sure it does affect them, but you know what? They could also be CIA plants. I don't know. They could be AI at this point. At this point in the history, it's all AI. And you know what else is fucking stupid that I just recognized? I'm going to talk about it real quick. All them fucking Waymo cars, them driverless cars that they have set loose upon our city. Another reason not to move here. They got the fucking surveillance everywhere. Those things are surveillance. I see nobody in them cars. Maybe I've seen one person in downtown area riding one of them cars. And they was doing it because they was drunk and it was funny. I have never seen anybody in one of them up on my side of town, which is not near any entertainment or anything. It's like, just housing and retail. And I swear, I see these cars driving around everywhere, just with their cameras Obvious cameras. They ain't even hiding the cameras on these things. Obvious cameras on everything. Just collecting our data. Just in real time updating who's walking where, who's going where. Probably triangulating it with all our cell phone data. You know, this whole thing is in our face. These things are driving around all the time. And I know it probably ain't in your city. But trust me, it sucks. It fucking sucks. I don't like it. I don't consent. But here we are. Here we fucking are. Oh my God. Okay, so here's my possible win-ins. I do hope I get that 5,000 because Lord knows that would be hell. That would be so helpful. Oh man. You live in the mountains, man. That sounds nice. Except I know there's bears up there. I don't want no fucking bears. No fucking. Oh, I did not win. Boo. Okay, well, we was close. We was close. The closest we got was 26, which would have been a $10 payout. But you know what? You win some, you lose some. It's the way it works here on planet Earth, in the place we live, in the time we live, and the internet that we live on. Thank you so much for coming out to hang out with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful beginning to October. You know, it's the fun time of year. So let's enjoy it. There's so many good costume choices. So many good ones from this year. You could go back 6, 7 months and have so many ideas. Don't give your money to Spirit Halloween. Be creative. All right. I'll see y'all next Wednesday at 9 o'clock here on youtube.com/channel RC Cola. I love y'all.